to the first official video for 2025, where we've got no structure in this one. We're just going to talk about anything and everything. Last week we did attempt to do the video, but some idiot being myself had the power cable unplugged on the laptop, and right at the end it died, and I lost everything. So welcome. Cheers. Hope all is well. Just quickly, Tips, how are you?
I'm tip top, mate.
Let's just quickly discuss how good Donald Trump it is getting in, getting rid of all this woke crap, all the executive orders he's done. Oh, mate, we need this in Australia.
100%.
How good is it, man? How good?
But oh, Anthony Albanese's got no backbone. He's got no gumption, no courage.
I thought being him being where he grew up from a housing commission, I thought he would have had a back. I honestly thought he would have done something. He is a sheep. He's a parrot. He is not anyone I would look up to as a leader.
Yeah.
Um, I look forward to him leaving.
Very inspirational.
Very. He follows this. He follows woke. This is no
Yeah.
woke. All right. Woke is for the weak.
Mate, what politicians got to remember is they work for us.
Yeah.
Well, they do. They work for us, but they've seemed to have forgotten that over the last God knows how many years.
What do you mean forgotten, mate? Interest rates have gone up how many times under Albanese? What, 12
Well, he
times?
doesn't care. He's just bought a new house.
Inflation's gone up. They reckon it's coming down. All them bullshit. Well, house prices are, well, I like house prices going up because that helps me. So, um, yeah, everyone's different, I guess.
Yep.
Cost of living, that's the big one. Groceries, even I've noticed that.
Yeah. And it's never going to go down. It is what it is now. It's the new normal.
Live with it, eh?
Because once prices go up, they never go back down again. And
Well,
the one thing that's not going up is wages.
it's not going up anywhere near as much as everything else is.
Not covering inflation, nothing. So anyway,
That's where
it
you
is
got
what
to
it
side hustling on the side, mate.
is.
Anyway, let's talk some football. Let's talk some
Yes.
NRL 2025.
Yes.
Um,
Where
man,
do you want to start?
I can't wait till it starts, mate. A few weeks away.
Um, yeah, so trials, when are they? I haven't been keeping track, to be honest, of trials. You said a couple of weeks away.
Pretty sure it's like mid-February trials
Okay.
because no, start of February because the season kicks off on the 6th of March, I think it is.
Yep. And all trials are televised on Fox now, which is good.
It's great. I'll be uh,
So,
I'll be watching me foosball.
first topic I want to bring up is Latrell and the Fox apparently allowed to serve a game suspension during the All Star match.
Look, uh,
Um, I think that's bullshit. I don't think that should be counted. I think it's a cop out, to be honest.
yeah, look, but you got to look. It's not just that. Every time there's a suspension, you look at the Roosters last year with Jared. You look at like all these other teams. They've all applied to get if there's a rep game or something or whatever. Every team's doing it, mate.
But is the All Star game, is it a rep game or is it just an expedition? What's the name? What's that word? Is it just an expedition? Not expedition. I can't speak properly. I don't think it's a rep game. It's not a representative team. I don't think.
Well,
Um,
I don't think it is either because they get players.
I
I don't
think it's an
know who they are.
exhibition game. It's more exhibition than anything else.
And do you know why it's not played in Brisbane or Sydney or Melbourne? Because they
Why?
don't
Where is?
it's in Townsville.
So why is it going to Townsville?
Because it's a supporter base.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
Melbourne don't have that supporter base down there. Sydney don't have that the caliber of people. Neither does Brisbane.
Well, Roosters can't even pack out a Sydney home game. No Sydney team can pack out a home game, so All Star game's not going to pack it out. So, but Townsville makes sense. Yeah, that's where it has a heavy Indigenous population in Townsville.
Look, mate, I'll
Um,
be honest. I went to it last year, and I'll tell you what, it was pretty good. Like the atmosphere, it's packed.
yeah,
It's a good game to go and watch in that stadium. Um, because it's big, but it's not too big.
yeah,
And gee, it's easy to get in and out and move around and all that sort of good stuff. But no, it is good, but it is down with the demographic of the location as to why it's up here, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
and obviously North Queensland as well, being a large Indigenous and Pacific Island population.
Absolutely.
Townsville's probably the one place in Australia there where um, fans travel the biggest distances. Like I grew up northwest Queensland out in Hewenden. It's a 4 hour drive from Townsville, and I remember, we gladly drove 4 hours just to go watch a game of footy.
Hmm.
And you don't see that in Brisbane very often. I don't think you don't see that down in Sydney because they can't even half pack the stadium. So
Mate,
Townsville's probably the one place where fans will travel the furthest to watch a game of footy.
when I lived in Brisbane, I tried to drag my mates. Let's go for a drive down the M1 to go to see Gold Coast versus Broncos. Oh no, it's too far.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Tell you what, I went
Uh,
to a few Broncos games when I was based there at Brizzy with
yes.
old Chambo. Those were the days, mate.
Um, Next one. I've just found out. I've just read on the West Tigers front. Appy and Luai named co-captains. I think that's a good thing. I
I
think
think I agree.
I think Luai is going to be top three 5/8s in the season. I think he's going to have a really. He's going to play.
He's
He's
halfback.
going to play back. Sorry, I think he's going to be in the top handful of halfbacks for the year. I say 5/8 because I've got him at 5/8 in my Supercoach team.
Yeah.
Uh, One thing I don't agree with is them possibly getting a Vegas gig next year. Um, I don't think they have earned any part of representing the NRL on the international front. So obviously that might be different this year, but
So
if they're if
let's
they if
let's
they if they say again,
before we carry on, let's look at the marketing of thing, right? Everybody who's not a rugby league supporter knows who the West Tigers are because of how bad they've gone. They will be
yeah,
going over there because everybody knows who the West Tigers are. They're going to get views on watching the worst team that the NRL has. They don't care. Money, hello. It's all
yeah,
about.
but have they earned it? The question is, have they earned the right? For me, they don't. For me, they haven't earned to represent Australia on that international stage. I think there's teams out there that have deserved it more than them. I
Who,
think the Cowboys have to go over before the Tigers. Um,
who's going
yeah,
to? Who knows the Cowboys?
it doesn't matter. No one in America knows who the Tigers are either. Let's be honest. So yeah, I just don't think they've earned the right to go over
I
if
don't.
they do go.
But it's all a money thing. It's all for views, eyes, and money.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, what's next? What have you got going on?
Look, Ezra Mam, I can't wait to see him run out for his first game in round 10. I think it is. He's running out.
I
Uh,
think he's going to have a difficult year. I
yeah,
think everywhere he goes, he's going to cop it.
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't want him in the team. Like as you know, there's all records showing of he's already been suspended. He hasn't learnt his lesson.
Yeah,
I don't want him at the club. I think he was good last year. The year before when he was coming through, happy days. Doing that sort of stuff, mate. I don't like that in the football team, in the football club that I support. I don't like it, and it's time to move on.
yeah. I was a big advocate of everyone deserves a second chance. That was until I found out this was his third or fourth driving or traffic incident.
He's already been done twice.
Yeah,
That's
before this.
before that.
So he obviously has an issue um, with decision making. I think the big thing he's young. Um, Does he deserve to lose his job? I don't know. He
I
deserves to. I think. what he got fined 120 grand. I've argued with a few people on Facebook about this.
No, not
120,
90.
yeah, 90 and another 30 on top of it. So I'm pretty sure it's 120 all up. $120,000 in any man's, even $90,000 in any man's world is a lot of bloody money. Average Joe Blow, who that happened to on the street, right? Is he getting fined 90 to $120,000? He's not, is he? And everyone's saying, "Oh, but he earns, 800,000." So his fine of 120 grand is equivalent to us getting fined $15,000, $10,000 fine. So he's getting a big chunk of money taken off him. But I think his suspension could have been longer. I would have liked to seen 18 to 20 weeks.
I reckon the season.
I think he should have been doubled. So yeah,
Anyway,
because he's gonna cop it. He's gonna cop it everywhere he goes. So
yeah.
I hope he's developing a thick skin because
Well, we know he doesn't have a thick skin because someone called him a monkey on the field,
yeah,
and he started crying.
yeah. Well, let's hope he's grown up. He's got the people around him to mentor him. So it's good that Ben Hunt's gone back and hopefully get it in his ear because Ben Hunt went through hell when he dropped the bomb in 2015.
Yep.
So if anyone can mentor him, it's Ben Hunt about being ridiculed and teased off the field. So did you hear the story about Alan Langer?
No.
So that night after the grand final, um, apparently, I don't know if it was in the sheds or a pub or something after the game, but apparently Alfie was handing out beers or something and went to go hand a beer to Ben Hunt and dropped it in front of him and said, "Oh, you can't even catch the beer, can't even catch a beer or something," which I think is a pretty dog act personally. But anyway,
Yeah, right. There you go.
so yeah, Ezra, he's got a lot of growing up to do. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So,
Who's
uh,
your team you're looking forward to? Obviously, we're Broncos fans, as everyone knows. So take them out of the equation. Who are you looking forward to seeing run out and playing football?
I'm actually really looking forward to. I just finished bagging them out a minute ago, but I'm looking forward to seeing the Tigers play. Um, Luai and Lockie Galvin in the halves, I think, is quite exciting. The additions of Royce Hunt, Terrell May up front, I think that makes them makes their forward pack quite good.
Yeah,
Uh, they've got the big what's his name, Fainu, whatever his name is,
yeah.
big
Sammy,
upcoming second row. Yep, he's promising. Adam Dewey will be back on full preseason.
well, be him and
Uh,
Oliver centers. That's pretty devastating centre.
yeah, yeah. Dream Bull will be back fit again. So Appy Coruscant leading the way. I think I'm tipping Tigers to finish 10th ish. I think they'll come close to a top eight, maybe 2 games out.
Do
But
the Dolphins get above them?
um yes, by maybe one spot. I don't know. I haven't actually sat down and done a 1 to 17, but I I don't know. The Dolphins, did you notice last year, as soon as they found out Wayne Bennett had signed with the Rabbitohs, they went to shit?
Absolutely, man. 100%.
But
Um,
they're gonna have Tom Flegler back and
Gilbert.
Tommy Gilbert. But Tommy Gilbert's the last 2 years he's gone early in the season.
Yeah, I know.
So
That I had to get rid of him for Supercoach.
he's becoming the new Tommy Turbo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just can't stay in the park. Um, who else? I think Canberra's gonna be bottom four. I don't see Canberra doing well
I
for
don't
some
think
reason.
Titans doing well. I think they'll be at the bottom.
Yeah, the Canberra side is just it's a team that doesn't excite me. There's no one in there and there's no game changers. maybe a KA Weeks, maybe, but there's no, I don't know. It's just a very boring team, and I think Ricky Stewart. I'd like to see him maybe kicked out the back door, but that'll never happen. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing the Dragons play. I think they've obviously had the biggest infill of big names. Um, Val Holmes, um,
Damien Cook.
Damien Cook. Who else? They've had some big names come in. I think Parramatta's another interesting one. Picking up Zach Lomax, got the new coach. Um,
Blaze Talung. Oh no, Blaze Talungi left. He's gone to Penrith.
Penrith's another one's going to be interesting. They've picked up Isaiah Papali in second row. They've got the young fella starting at 5'8". Um, it's going to
I,
be interesting to see what happens with
I,
them.
I want to see the team I'm looking forward to watching is the Warriors of how they're going to bounce back with losing, obviously, Sean Johnson to retirement and Toolu Harris, their captain, who carries that forward pack. Um,
Yep,
let's see if they've gained Fisher Harris, which is a pretty good.
massive.
Um,
Harris is massive. I think if Tamari Martin and what's his name,
Metcalf.
uh, Metcalf can stay fit, I think they'll do quite well. Metcalf was playing really good footy
What a,
before he
and
got.
so their fullback's Chance, which he's pretty good at fullback. He's a super coach saviour, that bloke, if you have him in your team. Even when he was playing for Canberra. And then you've got, obviously, you said Metcalf at six, and sorry,
Yep,
Metcalf at seven. Tamari Martin plays six.
yep.
And then you've got that other fella, what's his name? Chanel. What does he play?
Uh, he, he's a half.
Right.
Ideally, he's a half. He's a six, I think. Um, he usually gets a gig when Metcalf and Johnson were injured. It would be him
Because
coming in.
their hooker's pretty good. He's just very injury prone.
Wade Egan, yeah, very good player. Does score well in Supercoach as well when he plays 80
Plays
minutes.
80 minutes, yeah, absolutely. Um,
Um, they've still got Mitch Barnett as well, who had a breakout year last year coming into Origin.
well,
So I think,
Him and Fish will be awesome front row partners. There's
yeah,
no doubting about that.
yeah. They've got I don't know. I should bring up some team lists, but I haven't got them.
They signed Tanner Boyd. Where's he going?
I think he's back up, back up, back up. Um,
Backup
Tanner
hook.
Boyd, he played in the same schoolboys team as David Fafita, and they obviously played on the same edge. And I think for the first part of his young career, Tanner Boyd was riding off David Fafita's coattails.
Yeah.
I think that's how he got into the NRL because he just fed David Fafita the ball for years and in schoolboy footy, and that's what gave him a name. And now that he's in the big leagues, he's finding it a lot harder than what he thinks it is. So I don't rate Tanner Boyd. I don't think he's a first grader personally. But he'll be a backup if someone goes down. I don't think he'll play first grade.
Unless there's an
Uh,
injury or something.
I think Chanel, was it Tafita Harris, whatever his name is, I think he's a better option at a 14 than Tanner Boyd. But Tanner Boyd, he can play a bit of hooker as well. So,
Mate, I'm just looking forward to watching the Warriors. I want to see how they bounce back with losing two star players and gaining a couple. And
yeah,
obviously Metcalf back from injury. So that's my team I'm looking forward to. What plus I've got a soft some I don't know why, since COVID I've always had a soft spot now for the Warriors. And I just want to if Broncos aren't out or not doing well, I like to see Warriors do well.
yeah, Warriors is my little brother's team, actually.
My bottom four, man, I'm saying it, I reckon you've got Titans, you've got Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys are going to do too well this year. Um,
I, I think it's time for Dearden to take ownership of the team.
I don't even think the Bunnies will go too well.
Chad Townsend, he's obviously gone to the Roosters. I think it's time to put the number 7 jersey back on Tommy Dearden's on Tommy's back and give Clifford the 6. Clifford's a runner of the ball.
Yeah,
I think Clifford needs to wear 6 and give 7 to Tommy so he can take ownership and run the show. I really believe. Cronulla will be interesting. The word on the street is that Nico will wear the 6 as well,
yeah,
so that'll be interesting. So, we'll look at the last game they played. It was Trindle that guided them around and did everything for him, and Nico just took a step back, didn't he?
yeah. I did read today Fletcher Sharp's re-signed, I think 2028 with the Knights.
Long term deal. So they're
Uh,
obviously,
Great little player.
yeah, they're obviously got big raps on him. Who was that one they had in before Fletcher Sharp? He played
Yes,
a couple of games and sort of disappeared.
5 games he played, and we had him for Super Coach, and it wasn't Fletcher Sharp. It was
I
I,
can't remember.
I swapped him out for Kalen Ponga in Super Coach when he got
Yeah,
injured. What was
yeah,
his name?
can't
Fuck.
remember.
But he's down the pecking order now.
Yeah. No. Oh, there's also word on the street too that the Tigers joint ventures could be gone. I've heard about the West and Balmain.
Yes, actually, I've been hearing this since 1908. It's bullshit. Until it happens, it'll happen.
No, I've heard this recently because they've never got along. Let's be honest. The West Tigers and sorry, the West Magpies and the Balmain Tigers, their board members have never seen eye to eye the whole time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, what's this rumor?
Oh,
What's this rumor? Ronaldo Mulatalo to Broncos.
just about to say that. I'm not sure. I think it's a swap deal, or maybe he's just been offered. I don't know why the Sharks are offering him out. He's easily one of their best two wingers, isn't he?
Well, it's him and Katoa on the wing, and he's amazing in the air and quick, and adds value and spark and a bit of cheek to the game. Who have they got in the ranks? That
I don't
I don't know why they'd get rid of him.
know. Let me.
They've got Stone Street and Hiroti are the wingers I've seen that have covered for injuries.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
yeah. I don't know why they'd get rid of him. Um,
Unless he wants out, because he's a Queenslander, remember, there might be a mitigating
is he
circumstance.
really?
Yeah, he's nearly got picked for Origin, and then his eligibility because of something. Remember he was in the team.
I don't remember that.
Well, there you go.
I'm clicking on this team list thing. It's fucking not coming up.
That's okay.
But yeah, apart from the Ezra stuff and the Josh Adokar stuff. It's been a pretty quiet off season, I think. There's
Well,
obviously been a lot of player movements, but it's been relatively drama free, I think.
I'm Melbourne, mate. Melbourne will be the team I reckon next this year that'll just keep going, keep going. I'm saying Melbourne minor premiers again
Yeah, yeah, I agree. At this stage, I definitely agree.
because their
They've
team is pretty bloody good, with especially
they've
adding
bolstered it.
Stefano on the books.
Yep, 100%. Uh,
Perhaps a bit. You look at their wingers, mate. Will Warbrick, Xavier Coates, like they're international players.
yep,
Their centres, I love Jack Howarth, man. I got something about him. I don't know about Nick Meaney. He's just consistent and a goal kicker that barely misses. He's always there, does the job. There's nothing special about him. He's just there.
yeah,
Um,
and that's the type of player that Melbourne love.
yeah. Obviously, they're 6 and 7 when they're firing, mate. They're good.
Reigning Dalian medalist.
Yeah. Cam Munster, when he's fit, we know what he can do. And then you look at their forwards now. So they'll have Josh King and
Josh Stefano.
Stefano at the front. Like that's you can't beat that, man. Um,
Harry Grant doing his thing.
yep. Then you got Eli Katoa, another one of my personal favourites.
Sean Bloor.
Yep,
He played. He finished the year really well.
he did. He did. I don't know what happened to Joe Chan. I remember last year, this time last year, Craig Bellamy is like Joe's in the picture. He's in the team, number
Well,
12.
he was. He was at the
Yeah.
start of the year.
Did he
And
get
then
injured or just what happened?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure.
Oh, then they got
I think
Nats as well coming off the bench. Like that, their teammate is that. Yeah, um,
Longo, Tyron Wishart, two excellent utilities.
yeah.
Um,
That
so
Nass off the bench and that other fellow, Alec McDonald. It's a great team.
Grant Anderson, who's also been talked about to the Broncos,
We'll take him. We'll take
100%.
him. Space Cadet for Anderson. Go quick swap.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
He's what you call a window licker.
yeah. Listen, can Penrith go five?
They can. If Penrith are going to win the comp again, Nathan Cleary has to be Dally M medalist.
What's the record for comps one in a row?
Is it St. George? 11 or something?
Oh, really?
Yeah, ridiculous. 11 or 8 or
Yeah.
something ridiculous.
No, that was back in the day when there was no semi-finals. No, it was just what you finished on the ladder.
No.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
in the
Oh,
modern era, since I've been alive, no one's won 4.
no, no. And this is what I'm saying. I can't remember what year it was, but it was before Parramatta won the three in the row. It's when Saints won a ridiculous amount, but there was no semi-finals football then. There was like the Premier League in soccer where there's no finals, semi-finals. It's just when the season finishes, it's the points. That's it.
No, there's always been grand finals.
No, there hasn't.
Ever since it was black and white TV, mate.
Get research.
All right.
Not now. Not now.
Yep.
We're on live here, mate. We're on air.
Nah, you keep talking.
What'd you have for dinner?
I had burgers tonight. Burgers.
Terrible.
Stuff that you don't eat anymore. Chicken burgers with bacon and onion and cheese and
Terrible.
egg
You're killing your family.
with chips and chicken salt.
Oh. What are you trying to give your family artery clogging, are you?
Shut up. Righto. Keep talking.
What undies you got?
How far back we going? I'm not wearing jocks. I'm at home.
Uh,
Oh, our new aircon is the goods.
mate, I've got nothing to say to you because I've been telling you for years, and as usual, it takes you years to listen.
Yeah, out of here.
How'd you go with your car pieces? Did you get anything on today?
Yes, I got a few things on actually. I got the new bonnet scoop on. It's so sexy.
Why?
If there's
I don't. Well, you know when I get stuff in and I call you straight away. How come you don't send me anything?
hang,
Hey,
hang. Share the screen.
did you have to cut anything? You can share the screen.
No,
Did you have to cut anything?
no.
No, it's not a bonnet scoop then.
It's a fucking bonnet scoop, mate.
It is
So
a fake bonnet scoop.
shut up, it is not.
It is. That's not even doing anything.
Look, it fucking works. It's a proper bonnet scoop.
Not very clear.
Yeah, it's not. It's a proper bonnet scoop.
Mine's bigger than that. And I've got a Forby.
That goes into the top mount intercooler.
Oh, well, that's all right then. It is a proper one then.
Yeah, of course it is. It's bloody. So I put that on. It's like an inch higher than the other one. It's awesome. Or maybe even 2 inches higher than the other one. So I did that. And I did So I put the spoiler extension on this part. See that?
Mm.
The mouse move, and I put the wing spoiler extension, and I did these parts here, the vortex generator and the window spoiler. So they're on now. So tomorrow I will put the skirts down the bottom, the body kit on, and I'll put the new. I got a new grill coming.
Good. Yeah, right. Have you
That's
still got
good.
a wife?
Hey,
Have you still got a wife?
still got a what?
A wife.
Yeah,
That's all right then.
mate. This thing.
Does she
I'm
like
gonna put
the car?
it. Hey,
Does she like the car?
I don't. She's not. Yeah, I guess so. She doesn't like driving it or getting in it
Do the
because
kids,
the seats.
do the kids like it?
Yeah, the kids love it. Um, yeah, it's. And I put these on the other day. Got me little paddle shift extenders.
Oh, I remember you talking about them.
Not real clear, is it? So I
No,
put them on.
no, they're clear now.
Um, yeah, there you go. I put them on so I can go did it did it. Mate, best car I've ever owned. This was all the air conditioner parts that went up in the roof.
Yeah, it's ducted aircon, mate. I know that my
Ah,
father.
this no. Yeah, it's ducted refrigeration, reverse cycle.
It's called ducted air conditioning, my friend.
Yeah,
That's
it's ducted reverse cycle.
yes, ducted air conditioning. That's exactly what it's called. I know it's
Correct.
reverse cycle. I'm aware of that.
Um, so yes. So tomorrow I gotta rip the whole front end off. All that's got to come off. Then I got to disconnect the cameras, the front fog lights, take the grill out, put the new grill on, attach the bottom of the bottom body kit spoiler, lip kit on the front, put that back on. Yeah, that's my day tomorrow. Oh, and I got some more stuff, hardware rocking up for the shed to finish framing out half of the shed for our cinema room, multi-purpose cinema room that we're getting, that
Yeah.
I'm making. So yes, Margaret.
So
Do you
when
want
you
to know? Do you
when
want
you
to know how Clint Tippett jacks up his car when he's working underneath it? Let me
yeah,
show you.
yeah,
Show you.
let's have a look. Yeah, right.
Oh no, shit.
Is that safe?
Shit. Hey,
Is that safe?
yeah, bloody oath. That's what we're doing again tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
That's when I change the exhaust out. I'm thinking about selling and marketing timber pieces for a ramp.
Why not?
Anyway, I reckon we've talked enough shit.
What when are you gonna be finished doing your car up?
Never, never. Once I finish with the body kit, I'm gonna save my pennies.
Yeah,
And
for
I'm
Magic
gonna,
Round. We don't fucking spend too much. We've got stuff we got to do.
then I gotta put some money into the engine, make it fast
It
and
already
furious.
is fast.
So I want it faster. So when little Joe blogs and his little gay V8 Commodore rocks up beside me, I can just go zzz,
How old are you?
24.
Hmm, fair enough.
I look like I lived a rough life, but I'm only 24.
There you go.
No, mate, I'm 44.
I
I'm young
guarantee,
still.
guarantee you what we're not going to Magic Round next year.
24. No, sorry. 44. Anything's possible. So, well, if this stuff starts paying me out, I'll go to Magic Round.
No, you got to save for that, mate. Save.
I
Remember
am.
that little trick I told you? What you got to do?
But that money goes into my car.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that.
I love my car. You know, my cars are my weakness. Anyone who knows me, cars are my weakness. They have been since I was 18 years old. So
Is this okay? Well,
everyone's got a weakness.
yes.
So we're running out of time, John Paul.
That's all good, mate. We'll cut it there. Thanks for listening. That's our first video for the year. And
We won't talk shit anymore.
no, we're back. I reckon we're doing Super Coach next week.
Sure.
Pardon me. Until then, bon voyage, arrivederci. Have a pleasant evening. See you, bye.